Siema, zapraszam Was do kolejnego odcinka z Stanley Parable. Ostatnio zakończyliśmy na tym, że... A to już mamy. Skończyliśmy na tym, że odebraliśmy telefon oraz rozłączyliśmy go. Teraz mieliśmy podążyć sobie w prawo, tak, bo on mówi nam o lewej stronie, ale mieliśmy na początku go nie słuchać.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Dobra, wiemy wszystko. Tutaj.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring, but eager to get back to business.
I w lewe drzwi też jest opcja, którą będziemy musieli wykonać. Nawet może w tym odcinku, jak nam się uda. Ale teraz chciałbym oczywiście sprawdzić to, że spróbujemy skoczyć tutaj. Co by się stało, jakbyśmy spadli tutaj na dół? Jest tu jakaś opcja? Drzwi są tam otwarte, więc może dałoby się. Dobra, musimy ładnie wycelować.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Dobra, czy damy ci szansę? To jeszcze zobaczymy. Zależy od wyboru. To. Tu podasz. Zamknięte jak zawsze. Nie musimy sprawdzać tych drzwi, bo są wszystkie i tak zamknięte.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No dobra.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Jeszcze raz.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okej. A, widzimy, są niebieskie.
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
No dobra.
You see?
Co tu
There's
jest?
nothing here. I
No
haven't
nic
even
właśnie nie
finished
ma.
building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
No dobra. Jak
Okay,
proponujesz?
I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Na razie nam to się podoba, ale mówi, żebyśmy dali prawdziwą, więc dajmy jedynkę, żeby była nieprawdziwa.
A one? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a one? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
O, tutaj mamy napis. Nic więcej? A, wyskakuje. Dobra, czy my tutaj będziemy? A, jesteśmy. Ale aż tak długo? Nie no, rankują nas, robią nas. Mamy naprawdę ostatnie miejsce. Chodźmy jeszcze raz tam.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Okej. Nie będziemy chyba próbować po kolei. Spróbujmy teraz 5.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
No dobra, najpierw niech spłonie.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a
Też
shot.
kwiatka. W prototypie gry. To ładnie. O,
Well,
Minecraft.
Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here, no, here, and then...
Ładny ten dom.
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Nie da się gdzieś wyjść stąd? Podskoczyć, uciec? To było całkiem ciekawe. Ale chyba się nie da i musimy go posłać.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
O, właśnie teraz możemy. Dobra. Panie diamentów. Teraz nie możemy sobie podskoczyć. Ale, i tak byśmy nie udało nam się. Pikamy i
Oh
widzimy.
my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Nie mamy, ale podskakiwać też nie możemy, no dobra. Możemy wykopać węgiel i zrobić tam pochodnie. Ale dobra. Chyba musimy po prostu na sam dół.
This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Jakbyśmy się nie zatrzymywali, tylko lecieli jak najszybciej, to dałoby się jakoś tam do samego końca dojść? To jest teraz przemyślane.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it.
Portal.
You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
No dobra, umiemy w to grać.
It's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius. No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave.
Czy nam się udało coś zrobić? Chyba tego nie było w planach. Nie wiem, czy możemy zaskoczyć. I jesteśmy w jakimś pokoju. W korytarzu. Tutaj mam... Nie, też nie są dalej korytarze. Dobra. Tylko... Co mam zrobić? Gdzie my byliśmy? O kurczę, ale się poplątałem. Nie, tutaj byliśmy, dobra. I tam... Tam wychodzimy? Dobra. To tędy powinniśmy teraz. Tak. I wrócić się... Dobra, widzimy światło. Możliwe, że tutaj. Jakaś stacja. Zamknięta obydwu stron. Stację, tylko co tu możemy zrobić w tej stacji? Nie wiem, czy tam mieliśmy dojść w ogóle. Na pewno bez powodu to nie jest zostawione tutaj. No dobra. Musimy chyba się wrócić. O, jednak się nie wrócimy.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
To jest koniec, jakieś rozwiązanie nasze? Tak. Właśnie. Dobra. Czyli mamy rozwiązanie.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Kurczę, naprawdę. Jest mega dużo rozwiązań, tak patrząc na to. A my cały czas idziemy w te prawe drzwi. Zauważyłem, że mamy tutaj jedno i tutaj, więc możliwe, że są jeszcze inne wejścia na tą...
Help me here,
Ja,
Stanley.
ten
Help
budynek.
elucidate these strange and unknowable desires
Ciężko w ogóle
of
to
yours.
określić, co
What
to
would have
jest.
made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what,
Zrobiliśmy te same
let me
kroki
take a
co
stab
wcześniej,
in the
czyli
dark
prawe
in
drzwi,
design and we can give you some
zaskoczyliśmy
feedback.
w magazynie
There we go. A
i
third
potem
option.
kilka
This
razy te
already
niebieskie.
feels leaps ahead of where we were
Teraz też
before.
jestem ciekaw,
Go
jakbyśmy
ahead,
wybrali
Stanley.
te
Take it for a
drzwi.
spin.
I tak wchodzimy tutaj.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version.
Powiedzmy
Would
to
you
5.
say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
No dobra, dawaj, dawaj.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Okej. Wiemy co to. No i dobra, a jakbyśmy tutaj weszli? I tak to samo.
Now,
Okej.
would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some
Chyba
playtesting.
tutaj już
You wouldn't
nic
mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
nie dodawali.
In this
Teraz
game,
próbujemy uratować to
the baby
dziecko.
crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Od razu się cofa, nie musimy klikać tak dużo razy. No dobra. Ile musimy to robić? Jest jeszcze szansa wypróbować to z diamentami, żeby jak najszybciej polecieć. Czyli spróbujmy
Oh my,
jak
it looks
po
like it's
prostu
going to get a
najszybciej
bit
to
dark.
zrobić.
You brought a light? Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in
Okej.
mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all, 1 out of 5.
Doszliśmy do końca
Even
mapy.
the diamonds couldn't save this
Ładnie.
one. It's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I w tym momencie spróbuję po prostu zlecieć w dół.
Look, Stanley, I think... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
No to zakończenie było rewelacyjne. Gdzie my teraz jesteśmy?
When
A,
Stanley
od
came
razu
to a
jesteśmy
set of
tutaj.
2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the
I
meeting
może
room,
na
and
sam
Stanley knew
koniec
perfectly well. Perhaps he
sprawdźmy
wanted to
sobie
stop
teraz,
by the
pójdziemy w
employee
lewo,
lounge first,
a nie do
just
przodu
to
w stronę
admire.
magazynu.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his
I
left.
tutaj te lewe.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Korci, żeby sprawdzić to na dół. Tak. Zrobimy sobie to. A i nam się znowu ładuje.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
A nie ma na pewno otwartych. Żeby znowu mu utrudnić
Oh,
robotę.
no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Okej. A
No,
chcieliśmy iść.
not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
On teraz z nami się zaczyna
It's
bawić.
clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see, we went
Dobra,
down,
czekamy na niego.
left, down,
Prawo, lewo,
left,
dół, lewo, prawo.
Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okej, ale czy mamy... Nie mamy tej. No w dół łatwa droga, ale my szukamy i nie znajdziemy. No,
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to oh, who am I kidding?
Tutaj
It's
gdzieś
all
kończy
rubbish now.
600.
Whole story completely
Tu
unusable.
jest 600
How
kamer.
about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
No dobra, to na tym sobie zakończymy. Zauważyliśmy, że śledzą nas, ale to było oczywiste, tak patrząc na to, ale dużo tych kamer, aż 600 było ich. Monitorów, no tak, no to kamer też, bo każdy monitor obsługiwał jedną kamerę. Więc dzięki za oglądanie, żegnam was, yo!